So we're walking down through the trails, and I remembered the spot that was the entrance of the area that I was going to propose to her, because there was a tree with an arch, very noticeable. Katie did not want to go through the brush. So imagine you go through all this, you are 6 feet away, and she doesn't want to go through. So there was some outside influences that made her go through that little area. I shoved her through. Walking behind her, I was shaking so bad I almost fell over. Got down on my knee and asked her. She didn't say no, so thank you. So far, that's been the happiest day of my life. And I just want to say that because tomorrow's going to be happier. And for Katie and I, we just are so grateful that everyone could be here. Because without you all, this would just be an empty room with us two having endless blue moons and Pinot Grigios, which wouldn't be that bad, but you all make it special for us.
There's a light, certain kind of light that never shone on me.
It seems like just yesterday I was teaching you how to ride a bike, and now you call me on the phone and tell me how close you fly to the ocean and how fast you do it, and how many G's you're pulling while you're doing it. So wow, you've sure grown up. Mom and I could not be more proud of the amazing woman you've turned into right before our very eyes.
For him to meet a girl like Katie, and that's going to help him improve. And just overall, honestly, he needs a lot of help.
Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you.
When people ask you who you look up to, you always say, well, my mom, my dad, and like an Olympian, I don't know, someone like that. And I never really thought about it, but I feel like I look up to Katie.
Katie, you're the best big sister that we could ever ask for. In all the bad times, she would move heaven and earth to be there with us. And we can't tell you how grateful we are for that.
I'm a man, can't you see what I am? And I live and breathe for you.
They say daughters marry a man that emulates their father, so it is quite obvious to me why Katie chose you. You're very smart. You're incredibly driven to succeed in everything. Obviously, athletics is no problem for you. And of course, you're handsome. There's hardly anything that we don't have in common. In all seriousness, I could not be more proud to have you as my son-in-law.
Oh, baby, you don't know what it's like. Yeah.
I, Quincy, take you, Katie, to be my wife.
I, Katie, take you, Quincy, to be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poor.
In sickness and health.
To love, to cherish.
Till death us do part.
To death us do part.
According to God's holy law.
In the presence of God.
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
Who here gives Katie to be with Quincy in holy marriage?
Her mother and I.
The way I love you.
I can get a little emotional, as you might know. I have a lot of women in my house. I may even cry. I cried the day Katie was born. I cried the day those giant doors at the Naval Academy shut behind her. I'll probably cry at the father-daughter dance. And I assure you I'll cry when I get the bill for this event.
So the next big thing was you need to get the blessing from her father. There's a few ways that you do this. You do it the right way, number one. Meet with her father, face to face, you have that talk. Then you do it the wrong way. I guess the second way. You FaceTime her dad while he's peeing in a public urinal.
When Jake was born, Katie's only concern was that he might have red hair. And that was a strong no for her. She was very worried about it. It circled around and it came to her in the future. And now I wanted you to know that. That was her biggest worry. So
It's something me or my family, that's the best thing we could ask for. Love you both, and congratulations.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Quincy, you may kiss your bride.
Being your sponsor parents is an honor and a privilege, but you've also turned that into a love of our kids that we will never forget. We will never forget.
This is simple and sweet, but so very true for all the married folks in this room. To keep your marriage brimming with love, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. To the bride and groom,